Hey guys, it's me again, coming to you with some June Mind Mojo. So I often struggle finding spirit mojo. And because it is, it's the ethers, it's out there. It's hard to teach people to connect because it's hard to connect, even for me sometimes, in this wild and crazy world that we live in that is asking us to constantly disconnect from ourselves, from people, from the world around us, from nature, from animals, from plants, all of that. So I've been thinking a lot. I'm in the forest. It's nice and quiet. And I've been thinking a lot about this idea of the mind, body, and spirit, and what that means, and how we can define it, and how we separate it, and how it maybe shouldn't be separated, because we are the mind, body, and spirit. We are one thing with many different facets. It's like you don't break down a diamond. It's a diamond. You don't talk about it in different sections. So I've been contemplating that, curled up in my little hammock cocoon. And what I've come to for this month's Mind Mojo is that the mind is our avenue into things. And our mind is Creator's way of giving us awareness. We're able to cognitively understand awareness. And from there, that is like our doorway into ourselves. But we misuse that doorway by spending all our time in our brains. It's crows clearly either agree or disagree. They got a lot to say about it. So our mind is our doorway, and we often misuse it and kind of let that be all that we explore. We just go into that first room instead of really walking into the whole picture of what the house is. We just spend that time in the room of the mind. So this month's Mind Mojo, I want to offer you the idea of using your mind as the key that unlocks the door to the rest of you. Because once we can harness that awareness and use it, then we are unbelievably powerful. So I want you to take something that is bugging you, that it feels out of balance, whether it's an emotional thing, a relationship, work, family, whatever it is, physical thing, mental thing, even sickness, whatever you got. And I want you to write about it. I want you to put it at the top of a piece of paper and sit down and use your mind and contemplate all the things you're learning. Contemplate the things you're learning, not just about yourself, but about others, and really reach on this one for everything that you can find. Write about what limiting beliefs might be coming up for you. What are you hanging on to? So, for example, I had something come up like a month or so ago, and I had to sit with it, and I was overwhelmed. I couldn't handle anything in that moment, but I could handle sitting down and saying, okay, what's my negative self-talk right now? I'm not deserving. Things always go wrong for me. Things never go right for me. Things are always hard. People always lie to me. So I made a list of all that negative stuff that I was feeling. And I was able to go back to it later and then start doing some healing work on it. So I want you to make a list of all the things you're learning, both about yourself, both about other people, about the world around you. And I want you to also make a list of all the things, all that negative self-talk, all the limiting belief systems that you might be hanging on to. And how you're going to use this is that creates awareness. It creates an understanding of if we do this enough, you start to see patterns. So it's like, oh, okay. So I notice that I always have this reaction to something. I always have this negative self-talk to this. And then you can start to use that as a gift. And I like to say, like, when I'm working with clients, maybe their anxiety comes up, their depression comes up, and I say, welcome it. Like, hey, how's it going? I'm so happy to see you. You are telling me that I am out of alignment with something in my life right now. Awesome. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you so much. Now that I have this understanding and awareness, I am going to see how I can shift my perspective. I'm going to see how I can find a different way out of this. I can see how I can make a different choice in this situation. So we start to understand what we're feeling, what we're thinking, and then we use that. We welcome that as a friend, as a cohort in life, to help us make better choices, to help us make more aligned choices, to help us make more advanced choices. Because, it's like, oh, I feel this in my body. Well, when I feel sad, I always eat ice cream. then he's like, oh, here comes the sadness. And there's that desire for ice cream. Oh, I can make a different choice. I can do something different. I can go outside and go for a walk. I can call a friend. So I want you just to start making lists. When you get stuck, make lists. Use your brain. Think it out. What am I learning? What's my negative self-talk? What am I feeling? So that you can then take that knowledge and harness its power to assist you in creating a different life than the one that you have right now. So that's June's mojo, Mind Mojo, and we are headed towards the solstice, the summer solstice. So I encourage you, this is a great thing to do, especially around the solstice. I love to do, well, actually, I'm going to save that. We'll do that as June's spirit mojo. We'll do a solstice mojo. Okay. All right, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful plunge into summer, and I will see you soon.